Hello, and if you're watching this on the day it came out, happy Halloween. Anyway, we have 24 Gravediggers all here, and since Gravedigger the Legend is the only truck to be in the World Finals for Gravedigger, I said, why not a few more? So that's what we're doing today, 24 Gravediggers, all of which will be racing, and then we'll see them later in freestyle. So, without further ado, let us explain how the track will work. Here to help us explain the track is a fairly generic looking Gravedigger. In fact, this one is called Gravedigger Generic. Now, both the right and left lanes will start out exactly the same. They'll go from the starting line up this small ramp, go over to this obstacle right here with equal ramps on both sides, and in the right lane specifically, they'll make this wide turn, go over this little jump over here, and then got to go through this big wide turn over here before trying to pick up speed to clear the gap within these ramps. If they go too fast, they'll hit the obstacle that's right over there, just like I did now. After that, they'll go down this straightaway, make a turn, go down another straightaway before going into the left lane, jumping over this little ramp, going into the left lane, hitting the same ramps as they did when they started, and then going into the left lane. Now the left lane, right here, again it starts exactly the same as the right lane. So, after the starting line, they go through the first jump, go over the second jump, and then they make a tighter turn than the right lane would. Again, they go up a small ramp, and again make a tighter turn. However, they have this small jump right here during this straightaway, where they then go in between these two ramps, and maybe we'll see a truck jump over another truck, who knows. Afterwards, they go up this jump, go down this straightaway into a turn here to go up yet another ramp, like so, and then they will enter this straightaway to pick up speed, and then they will go back into the right lane. And they will continue down the right lane, and the left lane will go down the right lane. That is it for the track demonstration. Let's see this track in action completely. Alright, starting off for round 1, we have Gravedigger 12 against Gravedigger 34, and off they go up the first ramp, going into the second ramp. Off into the turns they both go. Gravedigger 12 is of course ahead because they got the shorter of the turns, but Gravedigger 34 is in a bit of a faster lane. So off they go, Gravedigger 34 going over the ramp as Gravedigger 12 goes under. Gravedigger 12 going up their next ramp as Gravedigger 34 goes down their little straightaway here. Off to the section of ramps, and into the left lane Gravedigger 34 goes as Gravedigger 12 has some trouble going through the straightaway. Right past the finish line for Gravedigger 34, and now Gravedigger 12 and Gravedigger 34 have effectively switched places. Let's see whether Gravedigger 12 can make up any lost time. In between the ramps, Gravedigger 34 goes. Gravedigger 12 goes up to the ramps, up he goes, right across the gap, and seems to have caught up to Gravedigger 34. It's all down to this big straightaway here, and whether or not the trucks can catch up. Gravedigger 12 seems to have made it over to the ramps first. Up and over, both trucks go. It's all down to this final jump here. And it will be Gravedigger 12 who takes the first win of today. Our next two trucks are Gravedigger Blackout and Gravedigger 3D. Off they go, up the first jump, landing back down with a bounce. We're going to see a lot of this later today. Off the first ramps, both trucks into their respective turns. Gravedigger 3D having some trouble as he gets off his ramp there. Gravedigger Blackout goes in between the ramps as Gravedigger 3D jumps right up and over them. Again, Gravedigger 3D having some trouble on the landings there. They drive side by side with Gravedigger Blackout. Gravedigger Blackout seems to be catching up to Gravedigger 3D. That's probably going to be a bad thing considering Blackout is now in the faster lane than Gravedigger 3D. Let's see whether Gravedigger 3D or Gravedigger Blackout will win this round. Gravedigger 3D having a little trouble in the turn as he goes in between those two ramps, and Gravedigger Blackout will fly right across the gap. Both trucks making a turn, Gravedigger Blackout having some trouble, but manages to straighten himself out as Gravedigger 3D pulls alongside into this final turn here and up the set of ramps. Both trucks are now there. Gravedigger Blackout with the lead. Up he goes and will make it across the finish line before Gravedigger 3D. And Gravedigger Blackout had a little trouble there, but he seems to be fine. Up next we have Gravedigger Chrome and Gravedigger 27. Now, Gravedigger Chrome, which is the truck currently in the left lane, may not look that chrome, and that's frankly because it's dark on this map. If it was a little bit brighter map, you would definitely be able to see the chrome, but for now, not so much. Anyway, both trucks are now coming over to the ramp area. Gravedigger Chrome going right through, and Gravedigger 27 clearing that entire jump. Going right into the freestyle obstacle. That might have helped slow him down. Into the straightaway they go. Right up and over the first ramp for Gravedigger 27. Gravedigger Chrome starting to catch up. And we're going to see a lot of trucks bounce in this little section of ramps here today. Gravedigger Chrome got some catching up to do to Gravedigger 27 as Gravedigger 27 goes in between those ramps there. Gravedigger Chrome goes right up and over those ramps. They seem to be catching up. Into the straightaway, Gravedigger Chrome takes the lead as they make it over to the set of jumps first. Right up and over, Gravedigger 27 having some trouble in the turn. And it will be Gravedigger Chrome who will cross the finish line first by a huge lead. And there goes Gravedigger 27. Alright, up next we have Gravedigger Overcast in the left lane and Gravedigger Orange in the right. Up and over their first ramp, and up and over this tabletop here. Into their respective turns. Gravedigger Overcast going through this pretty good. Let's see about Gravedigger Orange here. Gravedigger Orange taking it wide in that turn. Right up and over the ramp, Gravedigger Orange goes. Gravedigger Overcast also landing back down. Gravedigger Orange making it over to the set of ramps here. Up he goes. Up the second one. Going right over to the third. Gravedigger Overcast has come to the ramps and is starting to catch up to Gravedigger Orange. Right up and over the ramp, Gravedigger Orange goes. Gravedigger Overcast about to do the same thing. Gravedigger Orange passing in between those two ramps there. Gravedigger Overcast makes the jump and will clear it, catching up to Gravedigger Orange. It's all down to whoever can get to the ramps here first and make the jumps good. Gravedigger Orange having some trouble. Gravedigger Overcast will take the lead. Right up over the second ramp. Can Gravedigger Orange catch up? Doesn't look like it. And Gravedigger Overcast will beat Gravedigger Orange across the finish line. Up next we have Gravedigger Purple and Gravedigger Blaze. Off they go down the starting line, up their first ramp, right over to the ramps, over at the tabletops they go. Both trucks entering their first turn, Gravedigger Purple going up his ramp, Gravedigger Blaze going up theirs. Gravedigger Blaze taking it wide in their turn, almost rolling over. Right up and over the big ramp, Gravedigger Blaze goes. Gotta slow down before hitting that obstacle there as they caught up to Gravedigger Purple. Into the straightaway, Gravedigger Blaze goes. Gravedigger Purple following the same thing. Up and over the second ramp, Gravedigger Blaze goes over to the tabletop. Up he goes, landing right back down. Gravedigger Purple now making it to the tabletop. Gravedigger Blaze going through the two ramps here as Gravedigger Purple's having a little bit of trouble making that turn and recovering. Up and over the ramp, Gravedigger Purple goes. Can he catch up to Gravedigger Blaze? Up they go, both trucks into the straightaway. Seems both trucks will get to the ramps here at about the same time. Gravedigger Purple doing a little bit better. Gravedigger Blaze seems to get aligned a little bit better, and it's close, but it's going to be Gravedigger Blaze who takes the win. Up next we have Gravedigger RC Paint and Gravedigger 2000. RC Paint with a little bit of a better start here as he goes up and over the tabletop. Up their ramps they go. Gravedigger RC Paint going through the ramps there as Gravedigger 2000 makes the jump and will land it down with a pretty big bounce there. Into the straightaway, Gravedigger 2000 picking up a lot of speed. Now he's got to slow down to get over these ramps. Gravedigger Blaze making it over to the ramps now as Gravedigger 2000 goes over the tabletop. RC Paint going right up and over the tabletop. Gravedigger 2000 making the turn through the center ramp. Gravedigger RC Paint takes it fast, clears the ramp, lands it back down with a big bounce. RC Paint seems to take the lead as 2000 has to make that jump there. RC Paint is making it over to the ramps first. Gravedigger 2000 not far behind. He will make it to the finish line first. RC Paint makes the jump first and will beat Gravedigger 2000 across the finish line. Up next we have Gravedigger Pablo in the left lane and Gravedigger 19 in the right. Off they go, up the first ramp, up the ramp on the tabletop. Landing it back down, Gravedigger Pablo and 19 making it into their turns. Up the ramps they go, landing it right back down. Gravedigger 19 going over to the ramp before Pablo can go right between them. Gravedigger Pablo goes off to the side out of the lane for a bit. Gravedigger 19 makes his way over to the ramps over here. Up he goes. Goes right up and over that ramp. That was a pretty good jump there. Gravedigger Pablo making it over to the ramps now. Going up the second ramp. Starting to catch up to Gravedigger 19. Gravedigger Pablo having a little trouble getting off the tabletop. Gravedigger 19 about to make it in between the two ramps there. Now it's time for Gravedigger Pablo to catch up as Gravedigger 19 makes the same mistake as Gravedigger Pablo did by going off the track. Gravedigger Pablo having some trouble after landing that big jump. Gravedigger 19 making it over to the final set of ramps. Up he goes. Gravedigger Pablo's made it, but Gravedigger 19 is too far ahead as Gravedigger 19 will beat Gravedigger Pablo across the finish line. And our final race of round 1. Gravedigger Green Ghost against Gravedigger 27, this time in a Green World Finals paint scheme. Both trucks go across the line, right open over the tabletop. Entering the turn, both trucks going over their ramps at around the same time. Into the turn they go. Gravedigger 27 making the big jump there, having to slow down really quick, but able to turn really good there. Bouncing right into the correct direction as he makes it over to the ramps over in the left lane. Up he goes, going off to the side a little bit, but going up the ramp on the tabletop. Green Ghost making it over to the ramps now in the right lane. Landing it back down, up and over the tabletop for Green Ghost. Green Ghost seems to have a lot of catch-up if he wants to catch up to Gravedigger 27 here. Gravedigger 27 going in between the ramps and going up his next ramp. Flipping the freestyle obstacle for Gravedigger 27 as Green Ghost sails over the entirety of the ramp. All down to the straightaways and ramps here as Gravedigger Green Ghost catches up to 27. 27 makes it over to the ramps first. Will get thrown off to the side, having some problems going up that final ramp, and it will be enough for Green Ghost to take the win from Gravedigger 27. Alright, going into round 2, we should hopefully have just as much excitement as we did in round 1. I also set aside some more special Gravediggers, so like the Anniversary one, Son of a Digger, and some of the older trucks or bodies on trucks. So hopefully we will see who else will come out on top for round number 3. Anyway, let's go into round number 2. Going into round number 2, we have Gravedigger 12 in the left lane and Gravedigger 20th Anniversary in the right lane. These trucks are very similar in terms of chassis, so let's see which truck will be able to make these turns better. Same thing as usual, Gravedigger 12 pulls ahead in the left lane, but Gravedigger 20th Anniversary has a chance to catch up here in the right lane as they go right up and over that jump into the turn for Gravedigger 20th Anniversary as they head over to the set of ramps over here. Taking it a little bit slow over the ramps for Gravedigger 20. Gravedigger 12 getting some time to catch up. Getting over to the jumps as Gravedigger 20 crosses the finish line. Or 20th Anniversary Gravedigger, I should say. Gravedigger 20th Anniversary seems to be taking it a little slow. Gravedigger 12 seems to be catching up. Gravedigger 12 going for the ramp. Up he goes, clears the entire thing, and is now starting to catch up to the 20th Anniversary Gravedigger. Off they go into the straightaways to pick up some speed. 20th Anniversary makes it there first. Misses a ramp, but will go up to the final jump and will cross the finish line, making Gravedigger 20th Anniversary your winner for round 2. Up next is Gravedigger 25th Anniversary and Gravedigger Blackout. Off they go, up and over the jumps. Into the turn, both trucks go. Gravedigger Blackout going on 2 wheels for a little bit and popping a wheelie as it comes out of the turn. Jumps over the ramp as Gravedigger 25th Anniversary is coming out of it. As usual, the truck in the right lane makes it over to the jumps first. Gravedigger 25th Anniversary, about to catch up to Gravedigger Blackout very early on. This might give Blackout some trouble here, but Gravedigger 25th Anniversary takes it a bit wide into that turn. Gravedigger 25th Anniversary making it to the big jump. Here he goes, and will land it. Can he make that turn? Yes, he can, and he's starting to catch up to Blackout. Blackout lagging behind 25th Anniversary. His 25th Anniversary makes it over to the jumps. Blackout soon joins him. And it looks like Gravedigger 25th Anniversary will take the win here for round 2. Up next, we have Gravedigger Chrome against the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger, more specifically the green version. Anyway, up and across the ramps they go. Seem to be pretty close together. Gravedigger 30th Anniversary is taking it a bit wide. Up and over the jumps they go, landing it back down. 30th Anniversary popping a wheelie as he comes into the turn. Chrome goes in between the ramps as 30 goes right up and over them completely. Into the straightaway for the 30th Anniversary truck. Gravedigger Chrome having some trouble going through that turn. Into the turn here, Gravedigger 30th Anniversary going in between the ramps. Gravedigger Chrome needs to catch up if they want any chance to win this. Up the jump, Gravedigger Chrome goes, landing it right back down. Seems they've caught up to the 30th Anniversary truck. Over to the dirt ramps they go, 30th Anniversary getting there first. Up and over the ramp. It's close, but 30th Anniversary misses the ramp and Gravedigger Chrome will therefore take the win. Up next we have the purple 30th Anniversary truck and Gravedigger Overcast. Up the ramps they go, landing it right back down. Up and over the tabletop they go. Into their first turn, both trucks taking it wide. Gravedigger Overcast building up speed and flies over the 30th Anniversary truck. 30th Anniversary truck having some trouble in the turn there. Gravedigger Overcast making it over to the jump. The 30th Anniversary goes on two wheels for a little bit. Although 30th Anniversary seems to be catching up to Overcast far quicker than normal. Overcast going in between the two ramps as the 30th Anniversary prepares to go up them. There he goes, right up and over, landing it back down. He gotta make the turn here. He hits the freestyle obstacle, but can he catch up to Overcast? Looks like he can as he makes it to the jumps before Overcast can, but who will be able to land straighter? Seems Gravedigger 30 has the advantage here, and the 30th Anniversary truck will beat Overcast across the finish line. Up next we have Gravedigger Blaze against Gravedigger Vintage. Up and over the ramps they both go. Gravedigger Vintage just soaring over the ramp. Bringing up quite a lot of speed as he makes it into the turn. Although Gravedigger Blaze seems to be catching up to him. Up and over the ramps they go. Vintage going right up over the tabletop. But Blaze is catching up very quickly, so Vintage better watch out. Gravedigger Vintage going in between the ramps. Gravedigger Blaze starting to line himself up for that. And there he goes. Some big air from Blaze as he goes across. Has some problems on the landing. Seems Gravedigger Vintage still has the lead here. Blaze has now started to go over the ramps, but Vintage is about to cross the finish line. And it will be Gravedigger Vintage who will win round number 2. Up next we have Gravedigger the Legend against Gravedigger RC Paint. Off they go, up the first ramp, landing it back down, up the ramp they go, entering their respective turns. RC Paint popping a little wheelie there. He then proceeds to go up the ramp here. Gravedigger the Legend having some problems running into the obstacle there. Up goes Gravedigger the Legend over the obstacle. RC Paint going right past him. Both trucks are pretty close here, so it seems to be better for Gravedigger the Legend here. Now the two trucks are effectively at the same distance they would normally at the beginning of this round. So it seems this will be a pretty good race for Gravedigger the Legend, but let's see what happens. Up and over the ramp, Gravedigger the Legend goes. Turning himself around, passing RC Paint. This looks like a fairly easy win for the Legend if he can make these jumps properly. Up the first jump. Up the second jump, it's all up to the tabletop here. Up he goes, and right across the finish line, beating Gravedigger RC Paint. Up next, we have Gravedigger 19 up against Gravedigger Grandma. Gravedigger Grandma being a version of the truck. It's a Gravedigger chassis with essentially the same body style as Gravedigger the Legend, with the paint job Gravedigger is known for. That's on the truck that, at the time of recording it, I believe is being restored by the Anderson. Anyway, Gravedigger Grandma is getting some huge air. Gravedigger 19's falling behind a little bit. Into the turn, Grandma goes. Up the first ramp. Up the second ramp. And getting over to the tabletop as Gravedigger 19 now enters the area of ramps. Gravedigger Grandma about to go in between the ramps here. Gravedigger 19's taking it wide as he goes for the ramp. Up he goes, some big air, and landing it right back down, catching up to Gravedigger Grandma. Gravedigger 19 is past Gravedigger Grandma, will make it over to the jumps first. Up the first one, up the second one, right up and over, losing his wheel as he hits the ramp, but will beat Gravedigger Grandma across the finish line. And for our final race of round 2 is Son of a Digger versus Gravedigger Green Ghost. Up the ramps these two trucks go. Son of a Digger seemed to have a little bit of a lead here. Gravedigger Green Ghost heading for the ramp as Son of a Digger goes right in between the ramps. Both trucks land it down. Gravedigger Green Ghost in the straightaway. Making it over to the ramps now as Son of a Digger makes his landing. Goes down here straightaway. Son of a Digger catching up close to Gravedigger Green Ghost. Ghost going up his little ramp here and about to go in between the two ramps here, getting awfully close to the edge. Son of a Digger is taking his turn a bit wide, or a bit tight. Green Ghost lands outside the track. Son of a Digger catching up to Green Ghost. All down to the straightaway and ramps here is Son of a Digger. Looks like he's going to make it here first. Followed closely by Green Ghost. Up the ramps the two trucks go. Up the ramp, and Son of a Digger will beat Green Ghost across the finish line. Alright, going into round 3, it seems pretty interesting, as only 2 trucks from round 1 are going into round 3, Gravedigger Chrome and Gravedigger 19. So let's see if any of these special Gravediggers will come out on top, or if it will just be Gravedigger Chrome or Gravedigger 19 moving on to the World Finals. Up first we have the 20th and 25th anniversary Gravediggers. Off they go, up the first jump, landing back down, right up and over the tabletop, and entering into the first turn. Those trucks are about to meet up, and the 20th anniversary goes in between the ramps, and the 25th goes right up and over. Into the turn, the 25th anniversary trucks go, as the 20th anniversary truck is about to go up that ramp. Up they go. Landing down as the 25th anniversary makes it over to the ramp. 20th anniversary makes it to the ramps as the 25th anniversary leaves them. 25th anniversary having some trouble in that turn there. Let's see if he'll be able to keep his lead. Entering the turn, going in between the ramps, and turning himself around as the 20th anniversary comes up behind him, up and over the ramp, landing back down. The 20th anniversary is caught up to the 25th anniversary and will go down the straightaway first, reaching the ramps first, up the first ramp, up the second ramp, up the final ramp, and it seems the 20th anniversary will beat the 25th anniversary across the finish line. Up next, we have Gravedigger Chrome against the 30th anniversary Purple Truck. Up they go, up their first ramp, going over to the tabletop, right up and over. Chrome landing right back down. Up he goes, over the ramp. 30th anniversary truck taking it a bit wide there. The Chrome truck passes in between the ramps. The 30th anniversary truck makes the jump and will now enter his straightaway. Off they go. 30th anniversary truck hitting the first ramp, hitting the second ramp, making over to the tabletop just as the Chrome truck makes it over to his ramps. Chrome landing on his side, which nothing seems to be stopping him as he goes up his ramp. 30th anniversary truck now going in between the ramps. As Chrome starts speeding up to get ready for his. Up they go. Landing down onto the other side. Into the turn, Chrome is caught up to the 30th anniversary truck, but they're both fairly close. Both trucks make it over to the jumps. Up the second jump, they're pretty close. Up to the final ramp they go, and it will be Chrome who beats the 30th anniversary across the finish line. Up next we have the vintage Gravedigger, the mud truck, up against Gravedigger, the legend. We essentially have Gravedigger 1 and Gravedigger 2 going against each other, so let's see which one is the superior Gravedigger. Up the ramps, both trucks go. Vintage Gravedigger going in between the ramps. The legend going right up and over it. Landing back down. Into the straightaway for the legend as he comes upon these ramps over here. Up he goes. Up his second ramp as the vintage makes it over to the ramps now. Gravedigger the Legend taking it wide into that turn as Gravedigger Vintage crosses the finish line. Gravedigger the Legend going in between these two ramps now as Gravedigger Vintage starts speeding up, and up he goes, clearing the gap and landing it back down, catching up to Gravedigger the Legend. Gravedigger Vintage seems to have taken the lead as he enters this turn. It's all up to whether or not they can do these jumps really good. Both trucks do it. Up they go. And it's a close race, but it will be Gravedigger the Legend who takes the win. And finally, for round 3, we have Gravedigger 19 against Son of a Digger. Off they go, up the first ramp, over to the tabletop, up they go, landing it right back down, entering the turn, Son of a Digger taking it wide. Gravedigger 19 going in between the ramps as Son of a Digger just flies right over at the same time. Son of a Digger entering the straightaway, getting a massive amount of speed, quite the lead over Gravedigger 19. Up the first ramp, up the second ramp, off to the tabletop as Gravedigger 19 is now heading over to the jumps. See if Gravedigger 19 can use the right lane here to pick up any speed and catch up to Son of a Digger. Son of a Digger about to go in between the ramps here as Gravedigger 19 makes the landing. Gravedigger 19 now getting himself ready for the ramp here. Up he goes. Landing it right back down. Son of a Digger still having a massive lead over Gravedigger 19, but it's all up to this straightaway in the ramps here. Son of a Digger making it to the ramps first. Up the second ramp, can he land it and make it across? Bicycling it up and over, and will still beat Gravedigger 19 across the finish line. Alright, going into the semi-finals, we have the 20th anniversary Gravedigger and Gravedigger Chrome on one side, and Gravedigger the Legend and Son of a Digger on the other. First race of the semi-finals, Gravedigger 20th anniversary against Gravedigger Chrome. Off they go, up their first ramp, right up and over the tabletop. Gravedigger Chrome kind of putting the nose right into the dirt. The 20th anniversary truck's been doing pretty good so far, but let's see whether the Chrome truck here can beat it. Chrome going right up and over the big ramp. Into the straightaway for Gravedigger Chrome. Time to pick up some speed here. Gravedigger Chrome going a little sideways and having some trouble on the ramps as the 20th anniversary truck is able to catch up. It is catching up pretty quickly here, it seems. 20th anniversary truck landing it down as the 30th, or Gravedigger Chrome, enters the turn here. Gravedigger Chrome going in between the ramps, taking it a bit wide as the 20th anniversary truck goes over the ramp, clears the gap, and will land it back down next to Gravedigger Chrome. Seems the 20th anniversary truck has the lead here going into the final turn. Up the first jump. Up the second jump. It seems this will be an easy win for the 20th anniversary truck as they cross the finish line. And now Gravedigger Chrome crossing the finish line here. The 20th anniversary truck is now in the final round. And for the final race of the semifinals, Gravedigger the Legend and Son of a Digger. Adam Anderson used to drive Digger the Legend. Ryan Anderson now drives Son of a Digger. So we pretty much have the two Anderson brothers racing each other. So let's see which one's a bit better in racing here. Son of a Digger taking it wide into the turn leading up to the jump. but we'll get over the jump before the legend even gets there. I don't think any other truck's been that fast today. Taking it a bit wide in the straightaway, Son of a Digger goes off really fast. Up the first jump, up to the second jump. We'll make it to the tabletop. Gravedigger the Legend now making it over to the jumps here, as Son of a Digger keeps on going. Son of a Digger going in between the ramps here. Gravedigger the Legend still just now lands. Now he's going over for the ramps here. Up he goes. Some big air and landing it down on the other side. Now he's got to catch up to Son of a Digger here if he wants to win. Son of a Digger taking it a little bit wide. Both trucks reaching the dirt at around the same time. Up and over the ramps. Down to this final jump here. And it will be Son of a Digger who will move on to the final round. Here in the left lane, we have the 20th anniversary Gravedigger. This truck's done pretty good so far. And in the right lane, we have Son of a Digger. Was pretty fast last round. Let's see if they can use that same speed to their advantage and get the win here. But remember, one of these trucks will make it to the World Finals. Here we are, the 20th anniversary Gravedigger and Son of a Digger. Off they go, down the starting line, up the first ramp, off to the tabletop, the 20th anniversary getting there first. Into the turns for each truck. Up they go. Up and over the ramp. 20th anniversary getting there at around the same time as Son of a Digger. The 20th anniversary had a little problem landing there as Son of a Digger uses the speed in the straightaway. Up the first jump. Up the second jump. And making it to the tabletop as the 20th anniversary truck makes it over to the jumps now. Up goes Son of a Digger. Remember, this is the 20th anniversary's truck, time to catch up. Son of a Digger going in between the jumps here as the 20th anniversary truck jumps, makes the landing. 20th anniversary having some trouble over the ramp here. Up they go. Landing it back down. Son of a Digger with a pretty big lead here. Entering the final turn. Up the first jump. Up the second jump. And it seems this will be a win here for Son of a Digger. Yes, it is. Son of a Digger will now be moving on to the World Finals. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. This was quite the long race, I must say. At least the World Finals will have the same number of trucks, but is a much shorter track. Speaking of tracks, if the track looks different to you, it's because I'm recording this part as well as freestyle sometime after the Avenger chassis was introduced and I cleared my cache, and when I did that this map was gone and this was the only version I could find. Anyway, I sure hope you stick around for freestyle. That should be exciting, and I'll see you in freestyle.